Hey,
Are you for real?
Yes, I am. You're screaming. Welcome to episode 124. We Made It podcast. That's 124. Caesar just looked it up on his watch. Go ahead.
124.
Yo, I don't think they got this many numbers in Portuguese.
Hey, man, come on.
We're going to hit a certain point.
We have scientists and stuff.
I said Portuguese, not Brazilian. Anyway, episode 124, We Made It podcast.
They speak Portuguese in Brazil.
So. Yes, they do. 124, We Made It podcast. Man, we still here. We still grinding it out every week. You know what I mean? At no time have we missed a week of content. This is going on how many months now? We started in May 2017. This is September 2019.
Hey, man.
And we've never missed a week. So, yeah, we're dedicated.
You're welcome.
We got a new country the other day. What was it? Oh,
Myanmar?
Relax. It was Macedonia.
What?
Yeah.
They have internet there? They have a really cool flag.
Okay.
Right?
You're thinking of Albania.
No. Macedonia has the yellow sun and the red background.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure you go out. You know what? Drill hasn't done well, maybe Drill will be coming back after the international break.
Every week, you're like, Drill.
International break is over this week, so this weekend, so hopefully Drill will be back doing his thing. I was just talking to Holly of Tiki Talker Podcast, trying to get her to do some solo episodes, some Man U recaps. I told her I'll do them with her. We connect, do some Man U recaps, although I don't really want to watch those games. But yeah. I will be letting you guys know if she does that. Episode 124, WeMadeItPodcast.com, at We Made It Podcast on all social media. We do reply any business inquiries, WeMadeItPodcast at gmail.com. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
Nope.
Relax. Did you watch any of the UEFA qualifiers?
No, I didn't.
Euro qualifiers. I watched a little bit, but
it's too early for me.
I wasn't really that invested.
I don't want to watch the qualifiers for it that bad. Like not
unless it gets down to.
I didn't even like the last ones because I remember the last one was like, oh, England needs to go beat Bulgaria to get in. I'm like, dude,
the one that I watched was Italy lose to Sweden, so they couldn't go to the no, that was the World Cup. That was World Cup qualifiers. That's right.
And then before that, the one before that, it was Portugal versus Sweden. It was Zlatan versus Ronaldo to get into the.
So wait a minute, Euros qualifiers. I don't even know if I've ever watched Euro qualifiers before.
I don't really watch Euro qualifiers. I just watch Euros.
Yeah. Well, we did just watch a little bit of USA versus Uruguay. That game did end 1-1.
I think the game I liked was Euro qualifier.
Huh.
A little Belgium versus Israel.
Yeah. Not all of us got the pleasure to see that. But yeah,
pleasure.
We did watch a little bit of USA versus Uruguay. I'd like to say on behalf of me that USA still sucks and they're garbage.
And I got to watch USA versus Mexico.
Oh yeah.
And they were really bad.
Yeah, I guess they were better this game.
Yeah, because they tied.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Mexico's gonna play hard. Like Mexico's better than Uruguay. Like right now in these two friendlies. Uruguay started.
They had a better lineup too. I mean, Mexico brought out Chucky Lozano and stuff like that. They came.
Yeah, Chicharito started.
Cheech played. Yeah.
Was Carlos Vela hurt?
I'm not sure.
Okay, I feel like he's hurt. I think he pulled a hamstring or something like that. But yeah, we did watch that.
He's tired.
But nobody really cares about that. But what Caesar does want to talk about this week, and what I want to talk about too, is the FIFA 20 player rating. Caesar, when does FIFA come out? The new FIFA.
September 24th if you pre-order.
24th? Okay, because I could have seen 27th.
Yeah, 27th. But if you like me and you pre-order the second line edition, you get 3 days early thanks to EA Access.
Okay, look
so
at this guy.
So I get it on the 24th.
All right, how much you pay for that?
$70.
You pay $70 to pre-order?
To pre-order this edition. But you can pre-order for... Actually, no, I paid $67 because I pay for EA Access every year.
You pay for EA Access?
Yeah.
What's that?
I get like... it's like a database for all EA games. Like you can get old ones for free, and then you can get like newer games like earlier, and you get a 10% discount on all EA games. It's not worth it.
Okay,
but I don't really feel like cancel.
Do you know anything about the FIFA 20 ratings?
Absolutely.
You saw them?
Yeah.
Okay,
let's talk about them.
Well, let's get into them a little bit. Your favorite player, Messi, was ranked number 1 at a 94.
Shocker.
And you're the former African
No, he's African again after
sorry.
sniffing. We're gonna hand out those dreads.
Okay.
He gets it back.
Ronaldo was number 2 at 93.
Mm-hmm.
They put his defense at a 35. I feel like that's kind of not fair.
Yeah, they did it.
They put Messi at a 39 defense. I'm like, Ronaldo plays more defense than Messi.
Way more.
Yeah, dog.
I'll tell you my most. You go ahead and name the top 10 list or whatever they do.
You want to go do top
10? Yeah, do the top 10 list. Cause I'll tell you my issues.
Okay, because I got some issues too.
Me too.
Neymar is number 3. Eden Hazard is number 4. Kevin De Bruyne is number 5. I mean, I already got issues, but I'm gonna keep going. Jan Alblack's number 6.
What?
Virgil van Dijk's number 7.
Should be number 3.
Mohamed Salah's number 8. Luka Modric's number 9. What? And Marc-Andre Ter Stegen's number 10.
God knows why.
Yeah. So that's the top 10.
Okay. First of all, why the hell do we have 3 goalies up there? I don't even know. Number 1, who in God's earth ever said, "Hey man, you really got to make sure we get Oblak in the top 5 though"? Like freaking Oblak.
What was he? Number 5?
He's a 91 overall, dude.
Number 6,
91?
Yeah.
I was seeing him. He couldn't even get low to get some low balls last year. Remember that? We saw him get scored on. I'm like, it's not even that serious.
I'd pick Keylor Navas over Oblak right now.
Oblak got scored on by Ronaldo and then lost in that Juventus first round of knockout stage.
He got a hat trick in that game.
Yeah, and Juventus got kicked out and he got beat by them still. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Like my first issue when I was looking at this, going down.
Go ahead, your first one.
My first issue was going down. I'm like, yo, where's Raheem Sterling? Raheem Sterling's number 24.
Is he still an 86?
He's in the 80s. I think he was an 88.
He better be 89, dog.
Oh no, he's definitely not an 89. Chiellini's at 89. Lewandowski's at 89. Harry Kane's at 89. Let's see. It's going to take forever to load.
Yeah, your internet's awful. And his phone is still asking you for cookies. We need cookies. I bet if you put show more, your phone would just lock up.
Raheem Sterling's at 88.
There might be too many pixels on these images.
Raheem Sterling's at 88.
Damn, 79 shot is kind of disrespectful, too.
I'm like, yo, dog, this dude's number 24.
How do they differentiate Raheem Sterling's defense from Ronaldo's
How do you
defense?
put Luis Suarez ahead of him? How?
Oh, if you watch this year, there's no way you're going to say Luis Suarez.
How do you put Antoine Griezmann ahead of
You can't put Firmino below Luis Suarez. That's crazy to me.
Insane, dog.
Luis Suarez was so rough this year.
Guess what number Lacazette is? Out of 100.
Oh, I know he's last year he was at 85 overall.
But guess where he is in the top.
What's his overall? I don't know the top. What is he? What's his overall?
Take a guess. What number?
There's a lot of 85, so he's probably 50.
He's rated in 86.
They gave him 1 point since last year. Last year was at 85.
Okay, but guess
the ratings are so bad though.
Guess what number he is?
What is he?
Guess.
I don't know. 52?
60.
The only thing I don't know about the ranking thing to me is because, you have so many people that are on the same number. I get more upset about overalls last year compared to this year.
Okay.
So, if,
I don't know.
Lacazette's at 85 last year, how are you only going to give him an 86 this year? I'm like, dude, you tell me he's only that much, better? I'm like, he played incredible. Then what's the scale for Luis Suarez, who is not exponentially playing better than ever? Why is he? I don't
know how Lacazette's below Cavani. I'm like, that's disrespectful.
It really is.
I'm like, how are you gonna put Cavani? Missed
how
so
is
many
Luis
games.
Suarez above Lacazette?
It's insane. I'm tripping. I'm like, damn, dog. I never looked at this before.
How is Raheem Sterling below Luis Suarez?
Literally, it's insane.
Raheem Sterling's one of the incredible year.
I think Raheem Sterling should be number 3 instead of Neymar. At least put him in the top 5. They got KDB above Raheem Sterling.
Well, there's a big thing about how much I love KDB.
Yeah, but dog, KDB. but between who had the best season last year, it's Raheem Sterling in the past 2 seasons.
Well, people like to say it's not about what they don't assess season performance. They always like to also assess player skill, because they said that their ultimate team cards are better reflected upon form.
So wait a minute.
So for example, you see
a player's skill.
So this is how they judge.
How do they judge their skill?
Yeah, but some racist algorithm. So and I don't know. I'm pointing at your garbage phone, but normally you have the player. Let's say he's 85 overall. Mm-hmm. An ultimate team, they would have him in form Lacazette, and he could go up to a 92 if he's killing it. But that's only online Ultimate Team. You got to pay for that card.
Okay, I don't know what that is.
I know it's just I'm going next level, but yeah.
I was gonna ask you a question. What the heck does that say?
I don't know how to read your writing, man.
Okay. What are you excited for? If you're excited at all for FIFA 20?
I'm very excited. This is actually the first FIFA I've been excited for since 18, because I knew 18 would include the free World Cup edition inside. World Cup used to be you buy 2 different discs.
Interesting.
Like I had FIFA 2002, and then I had FIFA 2002 World Cup edition, the only World Cup games, and I actually like the World Cup edition more. The only thing that sucked, you couldn't change player color shoes.
Well, that's because Brazil used to be good back then.
They used to be. Okay. They literally just won Copa America. Disrespect.
Did they win the World Cup?
Wow, who are you, dude?
I'm just asking a question.
German or something?
Asking a question.
Did you win the World Cup?
Well, that's why you like.
No, I'm sorry. Only France did. One of the best teams in the freaking world.
Okay.
God.
So what else are you excited for FIFA 20?
Kind of. You're wearing a Chapman shirt. What is a square, man?
Can you focus, please? Man, can you focus? Can you focus?
I don't have to. Honestly, free country. But so like, yeah, my issue is like you have this game mode where everything has been the same thing all the time. So the 2018 I liked because the World Cup mode was in it. And then this one I'm excited for because there's the Volta football mode. I do love indoor. The indoor soccer mode, the street soccer mode looks like a lot of fun. The story mode, I was having a blast in. Like the single player career mode.
How did you play it already?
Huh? Oh, well, I actually was one of the few people that received the FIFA 2020 beta.
Few.
I wanted to actually post streams of it. I wanted to post streams of it, but I was barred from it, and then across the screen they were dropping my gamer tag, which I feel like was a way of them finding my account and suspending it if I posted it. So I was not able to record, and on my console it blocked out my entire screenshot / video in-game recording game clip mode while I was playing. It was completely blocked out. On your phone. I did. I sent you guys videos on WhatsApp.
Yeah, why don't you post that?
I'm not doing that because my
So EA got you shook.
Yeah, well, my gamer tag is on there. I don't want my account to get suspended.
Block it.
It moves around consistently, so you can't block it all the time.
So EA got you shook.
They got me shook.
Okay.
I don't want to make a whole new account.
So what else are you excited for FIFA 20?
I'm excited for. I'm always excited for new jerseys. Always excited to see the new jerseys updated. I like to see the roster changes. When I was playing the career mode, I did like the playing style. It seemed like things were a little bit better, a little bit smoother.
Okay.
The issue I had with FIFA 19, sometimes it felt like you were playing pinball. It just felt like things were just going insane and in pinball. And the biggest issue everybody has with EA and FIFA Sports, or all EA games, is there seems to be a script. You're playing, and then all of a sudden this team does a magical deflection that goes in and never goes in ever, which we've experienced many times. That stuff is going to happen regardless.
Well, me and Caesar were playing pro clubs. Is that what you call it?
Yeah, pro clubs is.
We were playing pro clubs this past weekend, and I was thugging it out.
You were playing a CD. You were playing a CDM. The one time we did like lose for real, we played against a team with the actual guy who plays CDM. Like that guy thugged us out.
Yeah, because they actually had
they had 5 people.
Yeah, we were running with 2.
2 deep.
Yeah,
against 5. We got promoted.
We were 3-3-3. And then, we lost 1 game. So we're 3-3.
But 4. We got promoted.
We did get promoted.
So, yeah. Pro Clubs is a lot of fun. They're keeping that mode. They said they're upgrading career mode. I'm interested to see how that goes. I played it. I
have a question. What's the difference between Pro Clubs and, the Ultimate Team thing?
Ultimate Team is you control an entire team, and it's based on you receiving cards. So you make a team. You would make...
And you play online?
Yeah, you play online. And you can also do single-player tournaments with PC, too. But you play online, mainly. You can get cards from players of any generation. You can get players from Garrincha. He can play alongside Neymar right now. You can do whatever you want. You can have George Best out there, whatever. You can have Maradona, and these teams.
Why would you get them? You can get Cavani
because you can do that. So you can get informed Cavani. He's probably like a 94 overall. But you can get Brazilian Ronaldo, which is better than everything else in the game.
Yeah.
He's ridiculous in the game. Every time I play against
the game, yeah.
Okay. Every time I play against
him, knees.
Yeah, he does. Every time I play again, he has a terrible haircut too. Every time I play against him, someone has him. They just score 5 goals on me. I'm like, all right, this is cool. But yeah, I like.
So you never played
Ultimate Team is I played it.
Oh, okay.
I have a team established since 2013. You can check it out. It's called Compton Magic. That's
well, how
my
come
team
you never use it?
Huh?
How come you never play?
I get bored at Ultimate Team. I don't like it.
Because you win too much or you lose?
No, I mean, the thing is like, okay, I'm going to keep it real. Like, I win a lot of Ultimate Team games. I do. The thing is there's two issues. Number one, I have to grind way more than the other person because they spent money on cards. And I come with my lineup and it's like I'll literally, my lineup will be like Vinicius Jr., it'll be like a Boomayang, and like my right wing will always be like Lucas Vazquez. I can't ever get anybody else. It always seems to get Lucas Vazquez or like some random dude or like Chucky Lozano. And I'm going against a guy who's like, oh, boom, here comes his lineup. Neymar, Ronaldo, Messi, Conte, Pogba, backline Virgil van Dijk, and then like some old Italian dude I never seen before, a 5-star old man. And I gotta just work super hard.
What's wrong with that?
I gotta grind out this disgusting win, and I don't really win anything in the end.
Why not?
I get 900 little coins, and I move on because I'm not spending money in the game.
Okay.
So, to me, to get to this guy's cards, I have to spend money. I have to work. I have to put in the equivalency ratio. Right now, I'm like, I have to put in like 4 times the hours, the lifetime hours that man has, to equal the same amount that he spent on money. So it's just too big of a scale. Like you're not. It's not worth the grind.
You put in bread on games before.
I do, but I don't like putting in bread in that game. I just don't.
Okay.
Because
but Smite is okay.
Smite is okay because it's the same game I've had since 2015. FIFA, I can put in all the game. Then once a new comes out, I lose everything. It starts like over.
That. Your ultimate team starts over.
Your whole team is gone. You got a new one all over again. That's just I don't like it.
That's a jug.
Oh, it's a super jug. They're the one that started it. So
damn.
The only thing you keep is your club name. You import your club name. That's it.
That's crazy. I kind of feel like you're wrong about that.
No, you're not. You come in and they'll say like, "Oh, open this new pack." So people pay. So you want to pay $100 pre-order because then you get like, oh, when you start off, you get 5 gold packs and you get a gold pack per week for 10 weeks. Oh. So that's why you spend more money on it. So
that sounds fugazi.
It's a super jug. I'm not a fan of Ultimate Team. I like the concept originally because to me it was fun to be able to have a mode where you can play against people and you can make your own teams and build them. That was cool. Then it started getting ridiculous, and I was like, I'm not a fan of this anymore.
When we were playing last week, we were playing pro clubs. Were we playing against teams that were we playing against dudes that were using their ultimate team? Or
no. So the thing about Ultimate Team is a totally different mode.
That's a totally different. Okay, got it.
Ultimate Team is comprised of real players in real life. Being put into a mode where you put them on any team together, make your own team. You make your team, you put them on there, and you battle against each other.
Okay.
Pro clubs, all created players. There's no old players, no real players on any team name you want, any jersey combination. Make your own jerseys and everything. You play together as friends, and you control a single player. Now, one player can control everybody that's a computer.
Yeah.
That's so different. So I was playing any, and you were playing CDM, but. Yeah. I could even just control my striker and you control your CDM and we'll let the computer bounce the ball around.
Okay.
But it's awful like that. It's stressful. But yeah, so that's Pro Clubs. Pro Clubs is like just single player mode. I think it's better in terms of that makes you a better player. I didn't become a better player in FIFA until I played Pro Clubs because there's so much one-on-ones and you're going against Ultimate Team is always going to be me versus you. Pro Clubs can be 5 of us versus 5 of you.
It was very different than playing against like when we played together against a computer because it's like the computer ends up getting a little bit predictable, but like these guys are like there was that one game where it was like 3 of us came to press.
Yeah, the thing is it's totally different because you get people.
I mean, it was 3 of them that came to
press. Yeah,
like
you get to see how other humans react to how your play style is. Yeah. And one thing I've always liked about FIFA's Pro Clubs, honestly, I always kind of dreamed of being on a top Pro Club team. Like,
well, you don't want to put in the work.
The thing is like. It's just really weird like getting into that bracket because when you work into FIFA like you have to be into like the top tier brackets for them to even like listen to you. And then
there's some dudes out there that's going really hard.
No, they really are.
Banging slap.
The thing is,
my
stats only seem. It's funny. One thing I noticed about myself how I play on FIFA is that when I'm on like bad teams, I do good, but I play even better on good teams, like really good teams. Like, I play even better. Like, I'm able to move so much well. People actually play that mode a lot. So, like, when I was last year, when I told you about I was on this really high-level gold team, I played extremely well. Just because like I fit in so well.
But I remember that one time you was trying to play FIFA with the homies that time, and they said they was playing without you, and you was really sad.
Oh no, yeah, because they were playing.
It seemed like they kicked you out off that team.
No, because they were like all from England, and they were playing like a weird time zone.
Caesar, hold up, dog. I was there. I was at your house. You wanted to go play. You wanted to play with some dudes in FIFA, and they were like, "Oh, we're already running." And you was real sad.
That's what got me. Yeah, that's whatever.
So, what was it that you weren't good enough?
No,
keep it real. That
wasn't the goal team.
But keep it real. Was it because you weren't as good as them?
No, it wasn't. I don't think that was the situation at all. First of all, also what's annoying about pro clubs is that people can play your position. So, like, I'm always the one that's down to play a different one and, like, try to do my best. So, I had, like, my guy that was only a cam, like, playing damn near CDM. I was, like, struggling out there. Like, it was tough. But, I mean, it's fine. Like, I didn't score goals, but the thing is it messes up my player stats because if my guy is listed as a cam, you want to have a bunch of goals, a bunch of assists under your player stats. I'm going 12 games in a row with no goals. It looks bad on my stat sheet.
That sounds kind of capish because he was real sad that night.
I was mad about it because I want to play and I want to play my position.
I don't know. All right. They might have just been better than you.
On my friends list, no, not really.
So are you the best?
On my friends list, I think I'm the best FIFA player, hands down. On my friends list, absolutely. Okay.
Although I have beat you before twice.
Yeah, you played me when I once I was Seattle Sounders.
Here we go.
You were like Barcelona.
Here we go.
And then that's
all. That definitely was. That was. Oh.
When did you ever beat me again?
I beat you with Arsenal.
The thing is, when you beat me, it's because I like let it happen. I'm like not trying.
This dude, like, how you gonna?
I'm the king of not putting the foot on the pedal. I'm just like I like to play down.
I just want to say right now,
all the wins that Hardy's ever gotten against me, I'll say it right now, is because I'm just like, I don't want to fucking go all out.
The game that we played, I was using Arsenal. You were using somebody good too. It wasn't like you were using some scrub team.
I was using Seattle Sounders.
No, you weren't. You're lying right now. I beat you and you were upset. It wasn't like you were like, oh, I'm going to let you. Because you would never just let me win. Because I'm kind of okay now. Like, you're not going to let me win.
But I definitely wasn't a team better than yours, though.
So now...
I was on a team that was worse, right?
We were on similar teams, dog. So now I got to believe that what you were saying before was cap. Because now you're capping now.
I don't give a damn what you want to believe.
So them dudes was better than you.
They weren't.
That's why they told you to sit your ass down.
On my list.
They were like, oh, Caesar's here. Just tell them we're full. And your ass was sad.
I'll take all them nerds one-on-one right now.
Okay, but did I beat you and it was legit?
You beat me before, yes. Out of our 8,000 matches, you beat me twice.
And it was legit. We haven't played a whole bunch of times. Let's be real. We haven't played. Yeah, thank you.
I mean, I've gotten dogged by Tezzy before.
Oh God!
Yeah,
Martez beat you like 13-1.
But I did the same thing also the first time.
Yeah, but he beat your ass real.
See, that's recency bias. That's not fair, dog. Because I was annihilating him, and no one brings it up. But then the time we brought it again, he started beating my ass, which is true.
Yeah, Caesar, because your ass was talking plenty shit.
Yes,
and he beat you like 13-1 or something.
He did,
and you was looking like you was about to cry.
I was very upset. I couldn't believe my life. I feel like my life was a
and you know who was there too? Was Courtney there?
No,
but it was the same day though.
She never hung out with us.
Oh, that's right. But it was the same day she was there.
Maybe
because we were watching the World Cup game. Remember?
Oh, I don't know. Was she?
Maybe she was. She probably wasn't there now because we wouldn't play when she was there. Anyway, you see, you be lying and shit. I can't get my props for beating you.
Yeah, you can.
But you was using the Seattle Sounders, right?
Absolutely. The first time, yeah. I'll never forget that game.
No, that time, yeah. But I didn't even know how to play back then. I don't know how you lost that game. Because I didn't even know how to play.
fucking around.
Oh, God. Here you go.
That's what I do.
You're not even the type of person to let somebody win. You're not that type of person.
Yeah, but I'm the type of person to, like, not want to, like, go 7 goals in. Like, if I go 2, I start making subs and start playing weird. That's always how I've been.
Okay.
Even in when I play 2K, I always do that.
But I've also beat you at 2K.
That's not an achievement.
Okay. You was mad about that, too.
I haven't played 2K in centuries.
Okay. Anyway, we're getting way off topic.
I bought FIFA NBA 2K19, and I played it 4 times.
That's funny. Okay, but yeah, so
$60.
So to be honest with you, when we played the beta, I didn't really like this FIFA Street Mode. I'm not really into that.
You're into traditional soccer.
I like to play like the real sport.
You're a conservative soccer player.
Exactly. I don't really like to play like the FIFA Street thing.
That's not your thing. That's my swag right there.
Yeah.
I love doing a wall bounce.
I hated NFL Blitz.
How dare you? You like NBA Street?
No, I
oh my god, dude! Kind of boring. You like NFL Street either?
No.
Oh my god.
No.
So conservative.
Yeah, I like the real thing because I know how that works. The other stuff is fugazi. But anyway, Caesar. So wait a minute. So you're excited for FIFA 20?
Very excited.
Yeah, but them player ratings are off the chain, and that's ridiculous.
Absolutely. I don't even know why Hazard's on the cover.
He's on the cover?
Yeah.
He ain't even played yet.
I mean, Juventus is not even in the game, so.
That's true. Okay, Caesar, you know I hate to talk about this stuff. We're going to talk about some interesting things today.
Question before we start though. What's worse? Juventus not being in the game with all the players, or Juventus being in the other game with none of the players?
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, I don't really care.
I think it's way worse to have the team name and no fucking players.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's like dumb. To me.
That's
like,
weird.
Why would he do
so
that?
it says Piedmont Calcio and it has like Ronaldo.
Everybody.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah. What I would do, I would just export those guys into some random team and then bring the team in.
I mean, it's whatever.
I'd put them all in Ukraine or something. Put them on Orlando Pirates.
Stupid. Okay. Once again, we're talking about this issue. I hate to have to talk about it every week. Well, we haven't talked about it in a while, other than last week. But we got to talk about it again because, sadly, not enough people are talking about this. As you guys know, as we talked about last week, Romelu Lukaku was subjected to the monkey chants, the loudest monkey chants I ever heard.
Talking about this again?
Relax. But I wanted to talk about a few things because some people came out and had some things to say. Marco Verratti was asked about it. He had some things to say, and the president of Cagliari had some things to say. And I just want to say what these people had to say. Verratti said what should happen when these things occur is that you should stop the games. He said, you have to stop games because otherwise we won't go anywhere. I know it's a big step to take, but we have to do it because otherwise those 4 or 5 stupid people will always be there. I'm like, okay, first of all, that definitely wasn't no 4 or 5 people with that.
That was 400.
That was a lot.
That was very loud.
He also
very, very loud.
Verratti also said Lukaku's appeal was right. It's up to us players to show we can be role models for all ages. We carry great influence. If it starts with us, that's a good thing.
What do you mean? What does he mean by role models?
I don't know. You know, to be honest with you, I feel like he was answering another question.
Yeah, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. Like, it's not even on you.
Yeah. But I think it's on him to speak out.
Yeah, my thing is, it's just worse that these fans are doing because those are parents and those are adults and parents.
Absolutely. The president of Cagliari did an interview, and he had some things to say. He said, we're trying to work in a serious way through the awareness of our stewards who will have to report people to some kind of law enforcement agency. He said it's not easy to lip read with technology. We'll also ask the decent fans for help, and that is 99.9% of Cagliari supporters. He said fighting ignorance is difficult, so we can only raise awareness. This incident caused a huge anger and frustration in all of us, in us all, for all the initiatives we're carrying out or something. We were the first. Okay, hold on. He also said Cagliari isn't a racist city at all. I'm so sorry that this is the image of us that has gone abroad. I hope we aren't banned. He said that closing the curvas, like where the ultras are, is not the answer. But he said the stewards should be more aware.
Yeah. So bunch of people go into your stadium. They do monkey chants.
They sure enough did.
You can hear it through ESPN Plus mics.
Oh, absolutely.
All the way across the world. And the first thing you say is, number one, it's not indicative on the people.
Yeah.
So it basically doesn't represent the culture, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Number two, the employees that have got to work harder because it's their fault.
He's not saying that.
No, the employees got to work harder. So other people go and cause issues, and everybody else around the people. And he said the ultras are not to blame.
No, he didn't say that.
He said they're not. He said they're not to blame. What did he say? What did he say? What did he say though?
This dude is so.
I'm ready to fight him. He said because he's a liar.
He said they shouldn't close the curvas.
Yeah, leave it open. It's all good. It's a little couple monkey chants. And 99% of the people are just a bunch of high fiving. We love all races, right? In Cagliari, that's what's going on here.
Yeah.
Because it's been 2 matches now that I've seen where this has happened. So either this 0.1% has all megaphones and they're hella loud, or somebody's lying.
Oh yeah, he's definitely exaggerating.
Like I know he sounds very political, very political answer. My thing is like, why is this an issue? I mean, well, okay. Actually, I'm gonna take it back. What I was about to say, because I'm taking the perspective where I am here. He's over there.
He's probably scared of the ultras.
He's probably scared of the ultras. He's probably scared of making statements that back up, Lukaku too much because it's
because he's scared of the ultras.
He's scared of ultras. So I'm sorry. I don't know what you got going on at home. So never mind.
I also want to talk about something Matteo Bonucci was saying on his podcast with Kay Murray. But I'll say this: the head of the Italian Referee Association, that's what it is, Italian Referee Association. Mm-hmm. He's called for stadiums to be shut and individuals to be jailed to combat racism. But he said it shouldn't be up to the match officials to do that. Basically, he's saying he was saying that, okay, I'm going to say what he said and then I'm going to go into what Bonucci said, because Bonucci was on his podcast talking about, I have the solution for this. And he was going really hard talking about, I have the solution. And then he said something, I'm like, that's really not that serious, but I'm going to say it in a second. So this Italian Referee Association president, his name is Marcello Nicchi.
Nicchi?
Yeah, he's been the president of the association since 2009. He said that that the Italian Football Federation needs to implement existing procedures and restrict attendance at grounds where abuse occurs. So he's saying that there's already procedures in place, but they're just not using them. He said that procedures in place need to be applied. He said shut down certain sections of the stadium, going against what the Cagliari president said. He said, we referees have a lot of responsibility on our shoulders to deal with the game, but it's important here to clear the air and state the situation with absolute certainty. You cannot dump this problem on the referees. The referees will not change their attitude in this area. He said that Serie A clubs have the resources they need to take stronger action. He said the most important thing is to not underestimate the problem. I feel racists should be identified immediately, stopped, and put in jail. It would serve as a deterrent, I'm sure of it. He went on to say, there are dozens and dozens of CCTV cameras inside stadiums now, not to mention observers from the league and the police, even the local council could get involved. We know full well who's in the stadium, who's leading the chants. All we need is the genuine desire to take action, and it can be done.
So they're scared.
Basically, that's what he's saying. And he like at the end, he said he wants to point out to the players that have been insulted they shouldn't feel alone, and we show full solidarity with those players who were shamefully abused. He said, evidently, we need exemplary punishment. Let's get the first person to hurl racist abuse at a black player, throw him in prison, and then see what happens. The time has come to take serious action. Now, this is the head of the Referee Association. What Bonucci was saying, it was their, I don't know the name, I can't remember the name of their podcast. I don't know if he does it with Kay Murray all the time, but he does the podcast. He's like, well, I got the solution for this once and for all. He's getting really passionate. What he said was they need to have more cameras, more surveillance, so you can see everybody, so when they do it, they can be banned for life. But apparently that's already the procedure. So it's just they're just not doing it.
Where are the blind spots he's talking about?
Yeah. So apparently they already have the cameras, and this dude who's the president of the Referee Association saying they got the cameras and the procedure is to find the people and ban them for life already. It was really whack to me to hear this dude talking about, I got the solution. And it's like, yo, what you're saying is something they're already supposed to be doing. They're just not doing it.
What if he said transfer ban?
Well,
what if he was like saying like, "Oh, absolutely," he's like, "I just came up with this today." Transfer ban.
Well, I know he's not going to do that because Dro sent him a tweet saying like, "Oh, if you care about this issue, check out this episode," and he put our transfer ban episode. Bonucci never replied, but they never do. But yeah, I kind of thought it was whack that he's saying you need to like, have surveillance and ban the people. They already have surveillance and they're not banning the people. What it seems like a lot of the Italian fans don't want to talk about is the teams being scared of the ultras. I've read articles about how the ultras are gangs.
I've seen things where ultras have stakes in teams.
Yeah, and we've talked about it on the show before. they're scared to do anything about racism, and that's the unfortunate part. So that's why it's going to keep happening. But the one thing that could happen, you don't have to ban nobody. You can let the racist people come if you want, but you're going to get a transfer ban.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing that that will deter the racist people.
It's all good, You can be racist. Do your thing. Do your chants whenever Balotelli takes a free kick. Do what you gotta do. Dance around. Throw bananas at Denny Alves. Do your thing, dog. But just know, that summer, all the rumors gonna be about everybody but your club.
Exactly.
Them fun rumors you love retweeting.
Exactly.
Oh man, Ronaldo to I don't know, Greenland.
You're tired.
No, like all that. It's not happening for your club because your club is banned. So you can.
And it's your fault.
You better do like MLS and find some homegrown Pepsi players and bring them up to the academy, because that's your only gleaming hope at this point. When you incite, because if you, because think about this issue goes deeper. If someone like this lovely Cagliari president says, "Oh man, it's not the people, it's 1.1% of the population that comes," if nobody can come to your club externally because of transfer bans, and you only have people coming up from inside your club, and this is still going on, then it's looking like it's in your city, man.
Yeah,
looking like it's part of the culture there.
Yeah.
It's looking like it's a little bit on you.
And it'll be more extreme. If it's a situation where it's like, if they do racist chants to get a transfer ban and they still do it, you'll know that these people have hatred in their
You know why
heart.
it's capped? Because I think the closest example I can think of is when back in the days when they would have the Indiana Pacers games. They would, NBA players would talk about playing all around the country's fine.
And
From Vancouver.
And Boston
too, yeah, of course, yeah. Boston to, they'll go to Miami, to LA, to New York, But they would always talk about how weird those Indiana games were. They always talked about how awkward those games were. They would walk into the arena. It's a very similar complexion across the stands. Some people would be doing some weird stuff. They would talk about how when they would leave to the bus, there'd be people would do racist symbols towards them, hand signs, all kind of things that are indicative of the prior racial tensions that are part of the fabric of this country. Mm-hmm. That everybody knows that. Yeah. You go to Boston, there's a different level of tension when it comes to certain teams going and playing there. And you know what it is.
Yeah, it's called racism.
Yeah, but no, the thing is like here, the approach, at least that's known. But the problem in Italy we're having is that it's nationwide. It's where you're going. This is happening. This isn't in just one city alone. Mm-hmm. This is happening at every stop. There's something that goes down. From people are talking about how Moises Keane was in that game against Cagliari and that was happening to him. But they all forgot how wild it was when it happened Inter versus Juventus and Balotelli was playing versus Juventus in Turin. It was happening in Turin too. So that club may have a lot of diversity, but doesn't mean their fans are.
They put a banner for Balotelli when they made him the captain of that. It was like a friendly against Switzerland. I don't know if it was against Switzerland. I think it was against Saudi Arabia.
Attacked him immediately.
In Switzerland.
Immediately.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah.
I never forget when Moises Keane posted a picture of his mom at the Juventus game in the clothes. I was thinking to myself, "Hey, man, I just wonder, how, what, if anything, if she heard anything there, and if her mindset is probably this is it is what it is.
She might be right around in the Bentley and don't care. Who knows?
Yeah, she might be in the Bentley truck. Yeah, so it's just." It's to me what bothers me is that you can tell by this situation that it's not the club necessarily not wanting anything, but it seems like they're fearful of doing something.
Yeah, and and maybe they're scared. Maybe they have a real reason to be scared. But these people in the media acting like they care and they don't. That's annoying.
And also their alternative answers aren't like real answers of caring. Your answers aren't to bring change. Your answers are to prevent temporary issues.
Yeah, you think that they already have. In the rules.
They're all probably the majority of them are all parents. You don't just incite punishment so that it's something that fixes it temporarily. A punishment is supposed to be something that changes a behavior for forever, so you never see his behavior again.
Exactly, And I also want to state that last week, it was Labor Day here in America. They didn't have the BN shows that they have on Monday now. Weekend Winners, and then Ray Hudson has some show called Magisterial. They didn't have those shows. And then on their the soccer extra shows on the weekend, they didn't talk about the thing with Lukaku, but they didn't show highlights of the Inter game. So I'm watching Sports Burst, their Facebook Live show, every week on BN's YouTube channel to see if they talk about what happened to Lukaku, and they did not talk about it all last week. And today's Tuesday. They didn't talk about it yesterday or today. I'm watching to see if somebody's talking.
It's over.
Yeah, it is over. I know.
It's over.
So I thought
I told you what I said on the last show. I'm like, this is like energy that's barely that's going to last 2 weeks. It's always like a week of energy for the stuff.
It's really unfortunate. I'm just like, damn dog, like everybody's talking about it. You guys don't talk about it.
I think the reason they didn't say it's kind of whack. I think it had to this is going to sound, there's a theory I have. Okay. That I think they also didn't say because they didn't want people to go tuning into ESPN to go watch this Italian match happen because they lost Italian rights. They don't want people to go and check that out. Which is really whack.
They don't want to give them no shine.
They don't want to give them no subscribers, nothing. And I think that's whack because to me it's like, that's a bigger issue to him than your subscribers are already declining because you don't have DirecTV or Comcast.
Damn. I mean, you know what? You could have a point there.
Like, I could see them be like, we don't want to do it because it might make people want to go see how it was or see what's going on. So
possibly, that could have been the case. I mean, I don't know, but it was very unfortunate to see they did not talk about that issue at all. So yeah,
it's honestly a damn shame.
It is a damn
especially
shame.
with that panel they talked about. Because
I seen George on there a couple of the days. They're talking about NFL. They're talking about all kinds of stuff. I'm like, but damn, like this whole thing happened. Everybody heard them damn monkey chants. You ain't gonna talk about it.
I mean, like literally everybody heard it.
Yeah, like everybody's talking about it. Every publication's talking about it. The Inter Ultras releasing that crazy statement to Lukaku. Like this is big news.
I showed that video to a friend's mom, and she was like, "What in the hell?"
Yeah,
like, she literally was like, "Whoa!"
And it makes
she heard it.
It makes soccer look bad.
It does
worldwide, especially in America. It makes I mean, we've talked about this a million times. But if you ask, what do you know about soccer? Like, they're racist.
It makes you think, like, honestly, like, whatever. People won't say, it's dramatic, but think about it. It's the same thing we said back when the football stuff was kicking off, hardcore about all the concussions. It gives you a second, it makes you second guess a decision. Mm-hmm. You go, I don't want to put my kid in football. I don't want to get head trauma. I don't want to put my kid in soccer. I want him to deal with that. Why would you want to put somebody in a situation to go deal with that?
Yeah, they just had some racist incident in the NWSL, and then Christian Press released something, and it was at a Utah game. I don't really know the details. I didn't really read the article.
I don't want to get into that on camera about the Utah thing, but it's. I think that when I read about that, I was like, that's really whack because I've seen the other side argue about how people in Utah feel like they're mistreated.
Like Mormons?
Yeah, stuff like that. I'm like, that's really funny that, like, this is talking about you go there and then there's people of color being mistreated. I'm like, if there's an issue there where people are feeling like they're being mistreated based on a religious background, then wouldn't you have more affectionate towards minorities of a different race being there?
Well, I'm not gonna say they're all Mormons in Utah.
I'm not saying they all are either, but I'm saying that's what I've heard that people that like been upset about that, like how they're treated different because they're this and that. It should be open then, because if you're being mistreated somewhere...
I got an old story about some shorties from Utah. I'll tell you off camera. Anyway, we'll go ahead and skip that part, though.
That part.
Something else somewhat controversial that I didn't want to talk about, because here we made a podcast, we talk about everything. Yeah. We talk about the stuff other people don't talk about. We talk about the serious issues. And there's no game recaps this week.
There's no game recaps, and then Bam won't talk about UFC 242 in Abu Dhabi. It's okay, though.
We can talk about that last. I'll put it here.
It's okay.
No, I'll put it after the NFL coverage.
Abu Dhabi was, it's okay, though.
Okay.
It was literally 100 degrees in there. It was lit, yes.
Okay, let me... We said 242?
242.
All right. We'll talk about that. I don't know. Okay, so right. Caesar, MLS...
Still going on, somehow.
On August 31st, so it's about 10, 11 days ago.
Jesus.
They released a video called Soccer and...
See the downvotes?
Huh?
I see the downvotes?
I'm going to talk about it. Can you relax? Jeez. Come on now. They released a video. You all in my grill.
I'm literally over here off camera.
Do you have a gum?
No, I don't.
Okay. Can you chill?
Can you read?
You're making me uncomfortable. They did a video called Soccer and LGBTQ Pride from Stonewall to Wonderwall. This is August 31st. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. I'm going to check it out. I didn't check it out like right away. After a couple days, I went and clicked on it. And I was like, whoa, man. Like, I knew that there would be something. Like, I knew, like, at least the comments were going to be kind of like, you're going to see some stuff. Because we know what soccer fans are like. I didn't know they would really seep into, like, MLS for real like that. But can you...
I'm literally stretching my chair.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to look at the phone.
Racist.
So, when I first looked at it, I can't remember, like, what the... up votes versus down votes were when I first looked at it. But right now, today is September 10th, 8 p.m. It's 183 thumbs up and 278 thumbs down.
Jesus, man.
I tweeted about it, actually, on the We Made It joint.
Come on, y'all. Come on, America.
And there's some comments here.
It's okay, because I'll admit something, too. Every time Vancouver Whitecaps post their Pride jerseys or Pride warm-ups, the comments are bananas. I'm like, hey, man, you guys are really mean.
Yeah. So I thought it was cool that MLS did this. I thought it was interesting they did it now. I think Pride Month is June, right? Or is it July? No, it's June, if I'm not mistaken.
It is June, because I know it's usually pretty hot during Pride Festival.
Yeah, I know you went a couple of times. The video itself, I didn't watch like all of it. But I watched most of it. Like, I was skipping some stuff. They start off with Colin Martin, the guy who plays for Minnesota United, who came out last year. We talked about him on one of our episodes.
LA Galaxy had a player too, right?
Yeah, Robbie Rogers.
Oh, yeah. What happened to him?
I think he's retired by now.
YMCA.
That's interesting that you did.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Village People
song. I didn't even mean to do that.
That was interesting, Caesar.
I didn't even mean to do that.
Okay, sure.
Adult league.
There you go. Much better. They start out talking about Colin Martin. He came out. We did talk about it on one of our episodes. I can't remember. I don't remember which episode it was, but we did talk about it. And he had some interesting things to say. The guy was asking him, basically, like, why he chose to come out when he did.
They're such dumb questions.
No, I didn't think it was a dumb question, because he's like still playing.
I mean, like, damn.
Colin Martin said that he would have felt shameful if he came out after retiring. He said, like, it's kind of like easy to come out after you already retired.
Okay.
And he wanted to like do it while you're still playing.
Respect.
And he also said something that was pretty cool too. He said that all of his teammates are allies. Like he said, like there's like it's been totally fine for him in the locker room. He said something about like, you still have the banter or whatever, but he didn't say like nobody's like disrespected him. Like nobody's like, I'm not gonna play with him. You know what I mean?
Everybody like Darren Quintero was cool with it.
Yeah, and Iko Para and stuff like that.
Iko Para?
He plays for them too.
Oh yeah, damn.
I definitely think that I thought that was really cool. They say all my teammates are allies.
Yeah, that's cool.
He said that. Oh no, this is something I put. I put that MLS is definitely the most like gay friendly soccer league, like by far.
Absolutely.
I can't imagine like half the stuff they do happening in like a European or like South American league.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to come out and be that St. Petersburg's in it.
Oh, come on, Todd.
I'd be like, why would you do that to yourself, Malcolm?
But MLS being like that, and I think anybody who watches MLS, they've seen rainbow color. Even actually,
the armbands.
Last
national teams do it too.
Last season,
they do it in private.
Last season, PSG had rainbow armbands, and Cavani was captain that game, and he was wearing it actually.
Okay.
I don't know if the whole league did that or just PSG did it, but with all the like I was saying, anybody who watches MLS, you've seen rainbow numbers. You always see rainbow flags in the stands. There's gay supporter groups actually, and they talk to some of the people.
Yeah.
But to see the vitriol on the comments and the like dislike ratio was like, damn. I'm gonna just read some of the comments. I think everybody should go check this stuff out. Some dudes like, I love you MLS, but please stop getting political. I'm not even gonna read these 15 replies. Some guys, I don't get it. Most people like myself could care less if someone's gay or not. I guess it's not that bad. This is crazy. Only MLS. I'm gonna read it back up. He says only MLS. Stupid. Only MLS would draw a correlation between drag shows and soccer.
What?
Some dude said, so does that mean you're dropping Chick-fil-A? Damn, this is
You don't have to read the comments, man.
I'm not gonna read all of them, but honestly, like, I think people should know. Like, if you're not,
we know what it is.
Well, no, like, I think it's cool that MLS went out of their way to produce this video. It's like 18 minutes.
Agree,
but like, people should know, because when I tweeted them, I'm like, it's a shame that like the like dislike ratio in some of the comments.
No, I agree.
Because like on some level, like, people might feel like, oh, like, maybe you're casual, whatever, like, oh, MLS is cool, they're inclusive, whatever. Yeah, that's true, but not all of the MLS fans are.
Yeah, the league may have that stance, but it doesn't mean the nationwide public agrees.
Absolutely, and this is also a league that doesn't want to allow like certain political messages from the stands. Like, you can't. They're not allowing like anti-fascist,
which I think is actually kind of interesting too. That, like,
and some people talk about it too.
Not even anti-fascist, but just like players being able to do like the celebration or whatever, like Bedoya did, and do that.
Well, he didn't get in trouble for that.
No, he didn't. But now it's like stuff like that's not allowed either. So they have a rule change, right? Where it was like now that you can't do any kind of political statements.
I didn't see that. They
didn't punish him. I know that,
but I didn't see that. I don't know if you saw it.
I think they had a change something like that. Said they can't.
You be saying some cap stuff sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll continue. Some guy said, who cares about you gay or not? It's your life. Why this propaganda in football? Okay, this is somebody talking about the thing, like, as far as like anti-fascism. He said, so let me get this straight. You're super for the LGBTQ and clearly show that, which is totally fine. But when it comes to anti-Nazi and anti-fascist, the MLS says no political displays. If you want to use that logic, then all the LGBT flags should be taken down. I'm actually kind of curious to see these responses. Somebody saying that LGBT flags are not political. I wonder, would you feel like it is political? Because you can be. Obviously, LGBTQ people are on both sides of the spectrum.
But the thing is, I'm not saying that your belief system is political, but I think that you can call it somewhat of a campaign when you're talking about
like the flag itself.
When you're talking about inclusion, equality, and like everybody getting along, it's a campaign to bring people together and let people open about their sexuality. Okay, so that's essentially defined as a campaign because you have a flag, you have a symbol, you have a message. Okay,
so I have a question for you.
It's a side to choose.
Do you feel like MLS should also allow like the anti-fascist symbolism if they're going to allow?
No. I don't.
If they're going to allow, roll your eyes at me one more time. If they're going to allow the rainbow flags, should they also allow anti-fascist?
No, I don't think it's about allowing. You can't correlate. I don't think you can. I don't think you're allowed to bring up. I don't think it's okay. Like bringing up, Pride Week and gay rights and everything. That's not inducing like promoting a violent like behavior or violent stuff. Like,
well, I don't think Antifa is either. I don't think. I don't think anti-fascism is necessarily violent.
But no, this is
you're anti-fascist.
No, listen to me here though. Yes, Antifa, right? That's what they're called.
Well, no. I'm not saying Antifa as a group. I'm saying
those guys are hella violent.
Well, I'm talking about anti-fascist symbolism. So some people at a Seattle Sounders game, and I think I put that up actually. They were had like no Nazis, no fascist sign. Oh, okay. And MLS is saying you can't have that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Then that case, yeah. I thought you were saying like,
I don't think Antifa doesn't have a symbol.
Now, this is the issue though. It's always kind of like a weird line to cross when you talk about is this like political or not. Mm-hmm. It isn't political in the sense that these are people's lives and like they're not choosing a path, like they're born and like they're just trying to promote the positivity and like why they should be included, not being isolated or separated from others, and like why it should be okay and we should all be accepting of this. That's different than like anti-fascism, which is talking about, you know, different government agendas and different like hateful things, and like that's like specific. But they become similar in terms of it being two kind of paths in life. When you're anti it or you're like pro the players being able to come out and everything. That is two sides. And I feel like the definition I've heard in the past is when you've had like a symbol, and which is the rainbow flag, and when you have these things, you kind of are become like a movement. Okay. So when the MLS shouldn't block.
Well, you know, that's funny because look, it's called the movement. Playing for pride.
It's a, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to sound mean, but it's
no,
like,
you don't sound mean.
No, because what I'm about to say, like, look, like, I think this is great. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I kind of think it's a little unfair.
To who?
To like everybody in terms of like, why shouldn't other movements and why should other things be allowed to be promoted as well too? Why is there only one? And no, like. I'm saying like, hey man, whoa. I'm saying that like if we should allow we should allow all these things to allow people to open up about themselves and whatever. I mean, right now in America, there's a lot of gun violence going on and there's stuff like that going on. We should be able; those things should be promoted too. There'd be anti-gun violence and anti like Nazi styles. Those all should be allowed to be promoted with MLS as well too.
Well, what about
because at the same time that like,
should they have a Trump rally day?
Why would the Trump rally day be needed?
They're people too. I'm basing it on your logic.
No,
because you're saying
all
lives matter. You're saying all lives matter.
I'm saying that like okay, there's gun violence in America. There's people dying right now.
Absolutely.
There's children that are dying in schools.
Yes.
If we want to make a statement that stops people from dying, what's the problem with that?
I don't know.
But a pro Trump campaign isn't in support of people not dying.
Oh, okay. So wait a minute.
What I'm saying is like if people are trying to make a stance on something, a tragedy.
You said something's not fair. That's all I heard.
I'm saying it. Yeah, I'm saying it's not fair.
It's not fair
that they can do the movement, but you can't do an anti-gun movement protest. That's kind of whack.
So you're saying it's not fair that the gay groups get to celebrate?
No, I think it's I don't think it's fair that MLS is.
I'm trying to catch you out there.
MLS, I know you are. You're trying to set me up. I think it's unfair that MLS is okay to block one to promote the other. It makes me think about how NFL is so pro allowing breast cancer awareness. Is it indeed because NFL cares about breast cancer awareness, or is it because NFL has signed a huge partnership with Susan Komen, the Breast Cancer Foundation, to promote products that sell breast cancer? What is your stance here? Okay. Is your stance for the people, or is your stance for some kind of sponsorship?
Okay, so here's my question.
That's my issue.
Let me just say this. Everything Caesar's saying is Caesar. Let me ask you this.
Run up on me then.
Let me ask you this. Should they just not do any or do all? Because all is going to include MAGA Hat Day.
Why would that include?
Because that's a political thing too, just like anti-fascism.
No, but I'm not saying that necessarily political. I'm saying that like if something happens in America that's a tragedy.
So wait a minute.
Listen, no, because you're taking this wrong. If there's a school shooting that 24 children die,
yes,
and then they want to make a campaign that says, "Oh, they should end the gun violence because that's what caused children to die."
So like anti-gun, So like anti-gun violence day,
yeah, or anti-gun violence, whatever, because of what happened to tragedy.
Okay, gotcha.
Why would a Trump rally be that doesn't correlate?
So how does the gun violence day correlate to the LGBTQ?
Because I'm saying that like there's a movement, and they're calling it a movement. It's something that we're trying to get people in America to be more open and more accepting of people of all backgrounds.
Trump people think they're like that.
That's not I'm not doing that. And
no, but Caesar, hold on, dog, hold on. You can't be biased if you're saying that everybody should have their day.
Okay, but literally the president of the United States is a Republican president.
Yes, he
literally
is.
The Senate, the entire Senate was voted. The Congress was Republican at one point, right?
It's basically
the House of Representatives was.
So what's the problem?
So he also select the Supreme Court justice too.
What Supreme Court judge? Kavanaugh?
Didn't he get to select the Supreme Court justice as well too? The president? He got to select them, right?
Some of them.
Yeah, so he got the even like so where is this? Oh my God! Like first of all, he won the election and he's running the president. Why would you feel like you're being like pushed away? Like you're literally everywhere.
Hold on, Caesar. Hold on.
He's the prez, dog. You got the prez in there.
Okay, Caesar. Not like for real now. Because you're wilding out. Caesar.
You did this to me.
No.
You want me to get deported?
No.
So you
Caesar,
get me going.
I'm trying to understand where you're coming from.
Let me explain it more quickly.
No. Let me ask you so you can explain.
Okay.
So you're fine with the LGBTQ?
All good.
Yes, but you think that it's not fair unless they allow like the anti-fascist, the anti-Nazi, the anti-gun violence.
I'm not.
I'm asking.
No.
I'm not trying to be like that, but like in a yes or no.
No, and I think you're asking is very fair because when
is it yes? Is it yes or no?
No, let me explain.
No, because you're going to confuse it now.
Okay. It's partially yes. I'm not saying all those categories. I'm saying if something happens, it's happening right now. If something's currently going on with the world, which is right now, I think the big topic is gun violence in America.
Okay.
Right? Gun violence is not a big thing we're talking about. It seems every week
we're attacking me. Yes, of course it is.
Okay. So if gun violence is going on right now,
yes,
and there's an issue, and then people are dying as a result of it.
Yes.
If there's a political stance that's made that's trying to bring light to those that have passed away, and then trying to change something that's in power that's causing people to die, I don't think there's a problem with having that out there or having that in the game. I just think that should be allowed too. Okay. Now, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to allow it to be two different political parties campaigning for themselves to be allowed in the area.
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
Because Make America Great is tied to a political party.
No, it's tied to Trump more than anything.
Okay, well, who's associated with a political party?
Okay, but hold on. So what? Okay, let's say it's
because you could be from either political party but be anti-gun violence.
Let's say it's not that then, and let's say it's some people that are like the Confederate flags. Should they have a Confederate flag day in the?
Whoa!
I'm asking you.
The thing is like
because there's not like they're illegal, and they say that it's their pride and their heritage. Should they have a Confederate flag day?
Okay, but you're talking about something that's a supportive and inanimate object.
The rainbow flag. The rainbow flag.
But it's not about the rainbow flag. It's about the people associated with it.
The rainbow flag represents a people, and there's a lot of people that feel represented by the Confederate flag.
Yeah, but that's literally a flag that represents a state. It's actually a state flag.
Okay, but Caesar, hold on, dog. There's people that feel represented by the exactly. There's people that feel represented by that Confederate flag, just like people feel represented by that rainbow flag. You gonna allow the Confederate flag?
Honestly,
because you said something's not fair.
Honestly, yeah.
Okay. So,
yeah, honestly, yeah.
So they should be able to.
You know what? I was trying to teeter-totter, but I don't care.
So they should be
I don't give a damn.
Okay.
You should allow some things, and some things you shouldn't. Okay. Some are gonna get representation in MLS. So you like that? I'm sorry, Confederate Flag Day. You're not getting in to the party.
Okay. So you're saying that it should be unfair?
Yeah, it should be unfair.
Okay.
If you're in support of something that's an a-hole and kills people and represents slavery, then see ya.
Okay.
I don't care. But if you're talking about something that's about liberating people who feel like they've been tied down their whole lives, they're being hurt or shot down.
Based on your opinion.
Yes, my opinion.
Okay.
Yes, because I am a dictator.
Okay, right.
But I'm kind of a good one compared to the ones out there.
Okay,
it could be worse. I'm not gonna pretend I'm a priest. I'm not holy.
Okay.
I'm not clean. No, I'm still talking. I want to talk.
You're wilding out.
I don't care.
I'm not.
No one's listening anymore.
I'm not against you saying that it's unfair because you're keeping it real. But that's why I wanted to just see, like, because when you said something's unfair, I was like, okay, so if it's unfair, then like, what's fair? Yeah. But if you're saying like, nah, I want it to be unfair, I can respect that.
I want it to be unfair.
And like the stuff that I'm down for can be there, but the stuff I'm not down for
can't be. You ain't getting into my party.
But that's exactly what MLS is saying, though.
Yeah.
So are they okay?
No, but MLS said no to everything except for this.
Well, yeah, you're gonna say no. You're gonna say
no. I said no to some things. I said you can do this, but you can't do your MAGA rally.
And you can't do Confederate flags.
Hell no.
Okay.
Why would I want to be okay with that?
What if MLS said they can do Confederate flags?
But I mean, let's keep it real. MLS already has like a system where only like they're like allowing they're building these teams and all this.
We're not talking about that. But like, what if MLS said that they were down for Confederate flags?
Then I'd be like, see ya.
Okay.
Because
but what if somebody brought some logic?
This is the thing about this. This is what's going on. What logic?
Yeah. What if they said
the
like
rapper?
No, not the damn rapper. I'm saying, what if somebody was like, look, I don't have a problem with the gay pride flag, but I also want to bring my flag.
But check it out. This is the thing, though.
It's not like a Nazi flag.
This is the thing, though. MLS can do all that. They can be like how I am, or they can be the opposite. They can do what they're doing right now. It doesn't care because regardless, I'm not watching it.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't care what they do.
But you do care. You do care what they do. Don't say you don't care. Because you would care if they had
But this is
Confederate
the thing,
flags.
This is the thing, though. When I care, it's to what extent?
Caesar, I think you'd care if...
Is my caring enough to influence me watching more or less? No.
No, yeah, that's true, yeah. Because we're not going to watch MLS.
It's not inciting me to watch the league. If the league said we're open to all liberal ideology, but everything that's conservative and right-wing is not allowed. I'm not going to be like, well, now I'm going to watch Minnesota versus Cincinnati.
Of course.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
But I can understand that it'll leave if certain things weren't allowed, even if they barred the LGBTQ week,
flag, a week, whatever.
it would leave us a disgusting taste in my mouth. Like, that's kind of whack.
Okay.
But at the same time, what would we say? I'm honestly not surprised. Like, that league's whack in general. Like, it wouldn't surprise me they would do something like that because, like, it just that league, like, it doesn't represent the country. It's not about bringing up Americans. It's including all these foreigners that come play in this league and these old players and all. It's not about bringing up Americans and making them better and making the league better and making the national team better. It's not about that. It doesn't represent this country.
Okay, can I ask you a question? What would you think if ML... Damn, I think I forgot the question, actually.
Great. Minnesota, the Minnesota... What are they called? The Minnesota team?
United.
Minnesota United. I just want to say, random note, they have my favorite jerseys in the league, and they have the best sponsor because it's a Target logo. It's kind of cool to me. That's it. That's all I'm going to say.
All right.
That's my point.
Okay, well, that was interesting. They got way more turned up than I was expected. Caesar said it's not fair that they have the gay pride flag.
And I said that if I was running it, I would be unfair to opinions I am...
You can never be fair to everybody, so it's all good.
I just don't know who's... I'm not going to come holier than whatever.
No, I was just saying, you can't always be fair to everybody.
No.
Like, somebody's going to be upset. This is what I was going to say. Maybe MLS... maybe I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. I don't know, because I don't really know their logic, like Don Garber or whatever. But maybe MLS is saying, like, if we allow people to bring, like, anti-fascist whatever, like, signs or posters or banners... Maybe that does open the door for people to bring like Confederate flag stuff, and that opens the door for like violence.
It's
and clashes.
absolutely fair what they're doing because it's playing it safe.
Yeah, and maybe they're trying to avoid like violence and stuff like that.
It's better to ban all than to accept some. Yeah. It's easier. It's easier to monitor, to regulate. It's easier to deal with backlash when nothing's allowed at all.
Yeah. Because that's what Champions League doesn't allow any political stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like for example, some schools will allow uniforms, some schools will allow certain colored shirts and whatever.
Yeah, some
it's just like you're just playing it safe.
Yeah, you're trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
It's not the worst thing in the world, I guess, but
I'm not saying what MLS is doing despicable. I never said that. Their decision is not despicable to me.
And mostly what we're responding to right now is like some of these comments. What people were saying. Some dude, look at this dude. He unsubscribed.
You were subscribed.
But then there was some positive. There was some positive stuff. Somebody said this comment section is full of fools.
The thing is like I don't do this comment section thing because it's just. Because for example, it's like the concept of Yelp. Yelp only has two...
Somebody's saying it's hard being a conservative soccer fan in America.
Yelp only has two purposes when you use Yelp. Either you want to show how something was just incredibly great, or you want to talk about how much you hated something. It's not a perfect median. It doesn't represent the masses that go there. And you don't ever go on Yelp for the 4-star. Yeah, facts. That's how I felt too. Like, it's just like you how many times do you go to a place you have a great time compared to how many times in life we go somewhere we have a horrible time? It's just about the energy you want to invest on dropping some hate in the comment section or whatever. So it's just like, it's just pointless.
Yeah, no, I mean, the only reason I'm doing this is, damn, somebody said I reported this video for sexual content. I just wanted people to know, if they didn't see it or whatever, to know what's going on in this comment section and what's going on
in the YouTube troll MLS world, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's soccer trolls. We've seen a million times whenever Hope Solo has something, all them, not all of them, but like a lot of people get in that comment section.
Literally,
terrible things.
Any post would be like any Twitter post, but didn't she beat up a child?
Yeah, and then they and then they talk about her body parts.
Yeah, they talk about it and talk about didn't you beat up a child? I'm like, you don't even know the story, do you?
But that's the soccer fans. There's a lot of those.
Yeah.
But anyway, I mean. And just like we were talking about soccer fans before this too, the racist ones. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's get into some fake NFL coverage. It was the opening weekend of the NFL. Neither of us really are that into the NFL. Are you going to watch any games this season?
NFL? I hope not.
I watched a little bit.
I tried watching Cleveland, and I was like, I'm so done.
Yeah, they got destroyed. Speaking of Cleveland, what do you think about Odell Beckham Jr. wearing a watch during the game? That Richard Mille.
I was like, first of all, I don't even like Richard Mille. I don't like.
Every rapper you like has said Richard Mille in the song.
Absolutely. My thing, I'm like, I don't care about Richard Mille watches. I thought it'd been really cool if you wore some super gold Rollie. Like, that's pretty fresh. But I'm like, you wore a Richard Mille orange wristband watch. I'm like, you look whack right now.
I think it might have been bust down in the middle though.
I hope it was bust down in the middle.
It might have been looking like a hockey puck in the face. I'm not sure.
Honestly, it's just like.
But what do you think about it? He said he's going to keep wearing it.
That's good for him. He probably has a deal to wear a 2014 watch still. The thing is, it is 2014. I looked it up. Don't sleep.
I mean, it's still
the thing is like, look, I'll say this about Odell Beckham. He has to do whatever the hell it takes for people to tune into Cleveland Browns football. And why do they have a lot of hype, man? Because Odell Beckham Jr.'s there.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real.
Baker Mayfield talks a lot.
I guess. He talks a lot, I guess. And he did go hard on Colin Cowherd. That was one of my favorite clips of all time.
I just remember him running from 12.
That was dope, too. Lucky. And he getting body slammed.
No. Well, I'm just like, he's real lucky because I've seen a lot of people run from 12 and get shot.
Yeah, I mean, Michael Bennett got thrown to the ground. The Seahawks DN. You know who actually is on the Seahawks now?
Who?
Clowney.
Oh, yeah,
that was random. Random note. That guy was a one highlight reel man.
They won. They beat the Bengals.
They did, I guess. Didn't pay attention. Definitely didn't watch Andy Dalton throw a football still. No, but Baker Mayfield, like literally, I thought the coolest thing he ever did was go one-on-one with Colin Cowherd. That was really fun.
I'm not into Baker Mayfield. Though.
I don't either. That's the only thing I know about him.
Oh no, I'm saying that.
That's the only thing I know. So. The man is just literally bringing ratings to the Browns because no one even cares because just Odell's there and Bakersfield. They want to see what's going on.
The only thing popping in Cleveland is Doe Beasy.
When's the last time we cared about Cleveland Browns football?
Cleveland Browns for me personally.
Anybody's ever cared?
I like Tim Couch.
I think in 2000, I think the Tim Couch years when they went 7-9 and they were so happy they made the playoffs.
No, they won 11 games when Kellen Winslow was there, but they didn't make the play. No, 10 games. But they didn't make. They had a
really bad year one time, and it was like a bad, just whole divisional year. They made it. It was like they're like, oh, and I remember like the number one highlight was like the lineman saying like, oh, F stats. I'm like, you're 7-9 though, man.
I don't remember that
or something like that.
I just remember Kevin Johnson, who played with Donovan McNabb, was there for a little while. Tim Couch was there for a minute.
Don't they have the running back Peyton Hillis? No.
Oh no! Wait, he was on the Broncos. I don't know if he was on the Browns too. I can't remember that.
Whoever that Browns was, he was a baller.
Wasn't Colt McCoy there?
I think so.
I feel like there was some game where he got destroyed. They drafted Brandon Whedon too. I think was the Browns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, I just thought that was interesting. He's wearing a watch. I'm like,
you saw AB went to the Patriots.
I was gonna bring that up.
Okay.
Jeez, look at this guy. Have some patience, sir.
Continue, narrator.
Yeah. What do you think about Antonio Brown going to
Adrian Broner going to the Patriots?
You think about Antonio?
Crazy because he was a boxer, so it's a really crazy move he did. I just think that like literally like it literally to me was like I feel like even the Raiders were in on this.
Really?
I feel like all this was done for this. I think it's all done because all this drama just happens to be the year that they're on HBO doing the show. I mean, the Showtime doing this TV
going to
series.
Vegas next year?
What makes people turn into TV shows? Drama. If it's just the way you would like it, NFL Network, where they're just cutting a bunch of dudes, and it's all sad, then a couple guys do a good route, and you're all excited about it, and be whatever.
You talking about shit?
Yeah, but the fact that they had some crazy drama, what did it make people do? Tune in. Yeah, they want to see AB weird. They want to see him, and it was was really strange to me how every single week, periodically, he had a
new thing.
He had a new thing. He had the toes inside the cryo chamber, which was a terrible picture. He had him.
Helmet.
He was posting YouTube videos of him like celebrating that the Raiders released him. I'm like, dog, they're like, this is literally staged. And his agent is Drew Rosenhaus. Is there a bigger sleazeball in the whole planet than Drew Rosenhaus?
I don't know. I mean, it seems like he gets dudes paid. I don't know if he's a sleazeball.
And you're not an agent and a saint at the same time, so I don't want to hear that.
All
right, whatever. He didn't have T.O.'s back. So
I'm your agent for your acting career. You got that check.
You wanted $5 off me.
You didn't get that.
There was a group chat that actually asked about that.
Yeah, you got that check and you ain't tell me nothing about it.
Absolutely not. I'll get you a
Who's
Richard
the
Millie.
sleazeball now?
You still, because you made me go do this. So. I just think it's all kind of fake. I don't trust anything in the NFL. I don't trust anything in the NFL, I'll be honest with you. And I don't think it's coincidental that it happens to go inside a 1-year deal with the Patriots. I'm like, of course, man. Of course.
I think they're going to get rid of Demaryius Thomas, though.
Yeah, but he's like not the same as he used to be.
Yeah, no, not at all.
He was ridiculous on the Broncos.
Ooh,
I'll never forget
him. I'll never forget him catching that Tim Tebow pass and taking it to the house against the Steelers.
I'm letting him catch that ball. He can catch anything.
Me and Kuros were screaming so hard that playoff game. We're like,
Him and Eric Waddell.
No, it was him and Eric Decker.
Eric Decker, I'm sorry.
No, I love Eric Decker. Anyway,
y'all saw that.
That was our fake NFL coverage.
That was fun.
You want to talk about UFC 242? I don't even know what happened.
So UFC 242 was the comeback of Khabib Norman. I can't pronounce his name. Khabib was back after he hasn't been back since that fight with Conor McGregor, which actually we talked about on this podcast.
Of course,
I thought it was really interesting.
We put Khabib on
the typical narrative was that he was at a home fight. I'm like, he's from Dagestan, but okay.
Which is in
Russia.
Yes.
But why is this Abu Dhabi fight a home match? Don't even get it. Because it's funny, after the fight ended, he said, after the fight, he went and spoke in Russian to the people. I mean, like, the man, like, is just, he's a Russian guy.
Yeah, he's not Arab.
No. It was really cool,
Muslim,
though. He's Muslim, of course. Good for him. So are other fighters, but they don't bring it up. They don't bring up some of those African fighters being Muslim. But,
like who?
Like Kamaru Usman.
Does he practice?
Yes.
How you know?
How do you know? How do you know he doesn't?
I didn't say.
See, that's the problem today. How do you know he doesn't? What are you doing? Huh? What is this?
What's wrong?
Get off my phone, man. It was
Did you watch the fight?
Yes, he did. He fought Dustin Poirier out of Lafayette, Louisiana.
Okay.
Just strangled that man forever and just obliterated him. And it was really sad afterwards because he was crying.
Who was crying?
Dustin. Dustin said that I don't have any excuses because I've never had such a good training camp in my life, never tried so hard in my life, and I still lost. I was like, damn, that's when you know you just got beat. When you get beat at your best, it's probably nothing harder than accepting life.
Who were you going for? Keep it real.
I was going for Khabib all day.
Why?
I think I think he's one of the best fighters of all time, so it's exciting to watch him. He's 28-0 now. 28 MMA fights and 0. Granted, probably 15 was against some Russian dudes you never heard of in your life. That might have been some garbage cans. But,
garbage cans.
Yeah, garbage. So the next fight, I'm hoping it's against the guy with crazy mental health issues, Tony Ferguson. I want them to fight each other. Who recently was saying that he thinks there was a chip in his leg and was screaming at his kids in Orange, California. I hope they fight each other. And then another great fight that's coming up is Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz. Can't wait for this fight.
Go ahead and say some more random details.
Nate Diaz, after the fight, he's also the one that fought Conor McGregor.
Yes,
he's back.
He beat him.
He said, Nate Masvidal, you're a 305 gangster, but I'm a West Coast gangster. Just throw down. That was really cool. They're fighting each other. After that fight, it's funny because big hater Dana White was like, I don't even know if I should really be behind him. He fights every 3 years. Boom, they book a main card fight for him. So it's all fugazi. Yeah. So he's opening up MSG
what set is he
November, huh?
What set is he repping?
He's from Stockton, California, so I don't know what sets they got up there. 209 though. That's all I know. 209, and he has a move called the Stockton Slap, so he slaps you and they get fight. So that was a good fight. Maggot had Colby Covington. Looks like he got passed up. He's not going to get this title fight against Kamaru Nigerian Usman. Big Trump fan. Last fight in Chicago, he was super excited. He brought out Trump Jr. and the family was there to watch him.
He lost, right?
And then he won. He hasn't lost in the UFC yet. Good, that's funny. So that's annoying. fun fact about Colby Covington before I go. He was John Jones' teammate at University of Iowa.
Are they homies?
JC. They were roommates, but they're enemies. So weird.
But were they cool back then though?
I don't know. I don't really know.
I can't tell
who's like telling the truth.
Okay.
I'm just assuming that John Jones probably just drunk out of his mind the entire time.
John Jones.
He's in JC, dog.
John Jones
but
he's a nice guy.
No, yeah. It's funny because Masvidal's teammates are Colby Covington. And Colby's saying that, like, oh, back in the day, I was throwing him on his head and flipping him over. Masvidal's like, come on, dog. Like John Jones is a 205er. So Colby's 150, fights at 170 pounds. You think he's throwing around John Jones? Who John Jones throws around DC, who's an Olympic medalist wrestler.
So Masvidal is saying that he's lying.
Yeah, he's capping, and they're teammates.
Is he saying that because he knows or because he's...
Because he knows, because they've trained together for like 15 years at the American top team.
I don't know.
So, yeah, I believe... I've heard stories of John Jones being incredible in JC. Did win a national championship, whatever, JC, whatever, too. So,
life stories, okay.
Yeah. Last point I'm going to make.
Wow, I heard that 3
times.
times.
I have one fight. I know, it's great. This is UFC Minute with Caesar.
Minute?
UFC Minute, exactly.
Minutes.
Minutes with Caesar. Fight I'm very excited is coming up. Finally. UFC Melbourne, Australia.
Oh, Melbourne. Okay.
Melbourne, Australia. Shout out Wentworth. Okay. Greatest season finale I've seen in years.
We got downloads in Melbourne, don't sleep.
We do. Great season finale since The Office season 7.
Don't ever compare the two.
Yeah, because one's better. That's Michael Scott. So Israel Adesanya is fighting.
The Australian
Robert Whittaker, a unification bout, New Zealand versus Australia. It's the Pacific Island battle, so I'm excited.
All right.
Let's get it.
When is that fight?
I forgot. I think November 2nd.
Oh, damn.
Or something like that.
2 months.
No, maybe October 27th. I don't remember, dude. I forgot. But I am excited for that one.
Caesar's a big UFC guy. He's very excited.
I think it's in October.
All right. Well, that is episode 124. We Made It podcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, wherever else you listen to your podcasts. We're there. You can always go to the website, wemadeit.podcast.com, and listen from there. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We also have a Facebook. It's not that serious. And make sure
who has Facebook anymore?
Make sure you follow Brazilians. Make sure you follow Drill.
I hate the show.
Make sure you follow Drill the Gooner and
Drill the Gooner.
Any other homies doing stuff. We'll let you guys know. Yeah, holla.